Today we are talking all about summer learning loss because it's gonna be May in a few weeks, and that's the first thing I think of when I think of summer, right? Summer learning loss. No, it's not the first thing I think of, but it should be one of the top things that we need to think of as parents and educators because it is a real thing. Students learn so much over the school year. There are many that progress so much in those last couple of months, and then summer hits and the schedule is all out of whack. And before you know it, it's August, the end of August, and they haven't picked up a book. Do not want your child to be that student. But I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to prevent summer learning loss today. If you are new here, my name is April. I'm a teacher and tutor at Tutoring Minds, and talk all about just activities and tips and strategies on how to teach young students, kindergarten, second grade. So if you are new, welcome. And with that, let's get started. Did you know that 2 months of reading skills and 2.5 months of math skills are lost over a single summer? That is crazy to me. Students who, work really hard till the end of the school year, they're at grade level in reading, ready for the next school year, for the next grade, and then they come back the next grade and rest a reading level, which is so sad and disappointing and honestly stressful. I am here to help you to try to prevent that. The first tip that I have for you today is to create SMART goals for your students. And SMART being specific, measurable, assignable, relevant, and time-based goals. We don't want just a general goal for our students, as in, we're going to read a lot of books. When students narrow down their goal to this type of criteria, and better yet, if they write it down, if they post it somewhere in their room or in the kitchen, wherever they work, then they're reminded of what their objective is, why they are doing what they are doing. We want those types of goals for our students. Maybe it's not reading, maybe it's math. I know that some schools might assign a certain workbook or suggest a workbook. Maybe it's doing a page 5 days a week, for the all of summer. I wouldn't suggest doing 7 days a week, just because there's no wiggle room for that. Create a summer routine. So what I would do is I would take a look at your calendar. So I have one here actually, and I would right now have a conversation with your child and talk about what their summer is going to look like. I would plug in all the, specific dates of activities. Maybe they're at a summer camp, maybe they're going to, going on vacation certain times. So I would plug those in, and then I would plug in the times, days where they can read or practice math, whatever their goal is. Plug in a certain time, 30 minutes to an hour, a couple days a week does wonders. So having that and being able to look at it helps out a lot. Go to the library. It is such a great resource. Every week you can pick out books that you can read all week long. In past videos, I've talked about finding books that are just right for them at their reading level and they're interested in. And the library has really great resources when it comes and activities for summer reading programs. They have a full program where students, check in with the librarian and show them how many books they read that week, get a sticker, and then so many stickers gets them invited to a popcorn party or a Lego party. Just those incentives, those little incentives goes a long way for them. And, this even a lot of schools have these types of programs right now where you could sign your kids up for some schools have like a week eating program. Some of them have it all summer. To schedule a tutor. Maybe you are a family that needs to have an accountability buddy. And this is some of the reasons why a lot of families come in the summertime because they are having a hard time finding a routine and finding activities and programs that are just right for their child. Having a tutoring session, a weekly tutoring session, allows them to be able to check in on their progress on a weekly basis. The lessons are that I do are specific to child's needs. So I make sure to look at where the child is in their either reading level or math level. I make sure to touch base with the teachers to see what kind of concepts and skills that they need to work on and build on. And I find resources and activities and give support in that specifically to your child. And with all that, it helps you keep that momentum going of them progressing in their reading and their math skills, and even possibly catching up. Scheduling a tutor is definitely really helpful for a lot of families. And Teach Young Minds does tutoring. I do in-person tutoring in Laverne and White Lake, Michigan. And I also tutor online worldwide. That is all that I wanted to talk about, my friends. I love being quick and to the point. And this summer learning loss, I honestly have seen it happen, and I want to be able to support you as best as I can, even after the school year is over. So keep in contact with me. Make sure you give the page a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when new videos come on. And that's it. I'll talk to you next video.